Indiana is a meme that identifies dirt and some water. That the dirt below this line is Indiana, the dirt above this line is Michigan. The dirt here is Indiana, the dirt over here is Ohio, the dirt over here is Illinois, the dirt here is Indiana. Is there any damn difference in that dirt? Sometimes, but basically 225 years ago or whatever, some guys in Washington drew a map, said this is Indiana, this is Michigan, this is Ohio, this is, well, in your case, Ohio, Illinois, right? It's just a distinction of land.
What? I don't know.
I'm not in on the joke.
Anybody know what the...
So,
No.
obviously, welcome to the Valleycast.
Yes, welcome to the
Well,
Valleycast.
obviously welcome.
Obviously. And this is a podcast from the Valley Folk where we each bring a subject to the table. We talk about it. The Valley Folk and the Valleycast by proxy is brought to you by the lovely folks at patreon.com/thevalleyfolk.
Yeah.
We all met many years ago. We did a thing called SourceFed. We came back
he's
together
really
at the
doing it.
beginning of
He's diving
2018. And if you're just joining us, we're an eclectic group of fun-loving hooligans. And thank you to whoever that was for the intro.
We break a lot of laws.
I mean, I don't understand.
but
it's Valleycast intro submission, and it's called "Indiana is a Meme."
Oh, it's a meme we don't know.
Maybe
Now I
it's a
feel
meme.
bad. Now I feel
now
old
we're
and
ancient.
disconnected.
Indiana's a
I know, but you know what else makes you feel old and disconnected? Knowing about memes and talking about them
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Separately, like
very true.
independently
I
of
saw
seeing them.
a sports. It was like it wasn't a national sports show. It was like a local. When I say local, I mean LA. So it had a little bit of probably a viewership, a bigger sports show. And it was these older people. I'm gonna say in their 40s or 50s, and they were reacting to stories, and you could tell they were trying really hard to connect and be old with emoji cards. As in, they had three
what?
cards. They had the poop emoji, they had a heart, and they had a thumbs up or a
Sad.
thumbs
I
down.
hate
I think
that.
emojis
And that was
are-
their panel show on. That was like how they were going to connect and try to like up their ratings. It was
Oh, I
really,
hate
really
it.
sad.
I
It was
hate
super freaking sad.
That intro submission came to us from Bobo Jacobo.
Thank you, Bobo.
Jacobo.
Bobo
Thank you,
Jacobo,
Bobo.
Bobo
From,
Jacobo.
on Reddit, the username is Bobo Jacobo Show.
Bobo Jacobo Show.
Bobo Jacobo,
I
Bobo
have no idea what the fuck that was.
But I like it. I'll take it.
No, we're gonna
I
have
don't
to-
know if I like it.
Oh, wow.
One, best
Here we
places you've
go.
ever
Segues.
randomly fallen asleep.
Oh, I love
Oh.
And two, where is your superpower that it's like I can fall asleep there, but nobody else seems to, and every's like, "How the hell do you fall asleep
Do you
there?"
think, but see, you have a good, I don't have that fall asleep
I can fall asleep
superpower.
anywhere, pretty much.
Really? Wow, cool.
God, I don't. I've never had that.
What's the most
I'm-
random place you've fallen? Let's do superpower fall asleeps and then most random place because I got one.
What's superpower fall asleeps? Just like what's...
Some people can't fall asleep on a plane, for instance.
can't. Oh,
yeah,
I'm
I can
out
sleep on a plane, yeah.
before
Yeah.
we take off.
Yeah, you
and I'm
are.
usually not up until we land.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
so
really good at
I've done the falling asleep before takeoff, and it's wonderful.
that.
I
It's a dream.
love it.
Can
It's a
you fall
dream.
asleep
I
on a
can
plane?
fall
I'm
asleep
so
on a plane.
envious
That's
of
like
all
the
of you. I
one
can't.
You
place.
can't at all?
No, I can.
Oh,
yeah.
you can.
Especially
But
at takeoff.
You can't at all.
I can't fall asleep if the plane gets horizontal and I wake up. I'm done. I can't fall back asleep. But the incline, it like pressure.
There's
it
like a
leans
weird
me
baby
against-
rocking, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
'cause
like
I'm
you're
a-
being
yeah, and it-
you're being
the-
swaddled.
and then I'm done.
Swaddled.
Baby, what?
On the way back,
You're being
from,
swaddled by recycled oxygen.
You're
by
being
recycled
swaddled
oxygen,
by
which
the
is my
man.
favorite type of swaddling.
Yeah.
No, that's the. I think it actually
Better than
might
human
be.
contact. Better than
I've
cloth.
talked about this a lot with Dell because I think it might be a height thing. Because for me,
sorry.
An
it's such
elevation.
a.
It
like,
is a height thing.
No,
yeah.
it is. It's like you guys.
Cabin
They
pressure,
make
maybe?
they make the chairs for like 5'5" and above. I think because literally, like for me, it literally is pushing me down. It's
Yeah,
one
but
of those
short people
things.
can get weirdly comfortable really
Yeah.
quickly, and we can't do that. We fall over like little trees.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Look, the plight
There's
is
no
the same
no
one.
one's
It's a
comfortable on a
6'2".
plane.
That's
Then
true.
this
It
is actually
doesn't
the
matter
table
where you
to
are.
ask. Like, I wonder who is the most comfortable because we
Well, first
have
class.
every single first class. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just anyone.
Especially nowadays, first class. You walk through there these days, and if you're on a newer
Dude.
airline,
I
it's like,
know.
what the hell's going
I've
on?
started
there?
doing-
It's
I
like
did,
a virtual reality
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Like
They
eggs.
all flip you off on the way back. They
It's
all
a
just need to sit there.
regeneration pod.
Yeah,
like you're
yeah.
gonna get a couple years back if
We're
you
also
fly
gonna-
business.
Thank
Yeah.
you for flying first class with us. We're going to bring around some mimosas for you in
Thank
just
you.
a
Oh my
moment
God,
if
that's
you'd
so
like.
great. That's so sweet.
Here's the latest issue of any magazine you'd like.
Any
and,
magazine? Oh
yeah,
my God.
it's all on this
I guess
iPad here.
Oprah?
You know,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh, and if you see
It's
that little
there.
light right above you, if you hit that button, somebody's going to come over to you with the blood of the youth. We're going to put that right into your
I
veins, and you're
love
going to get a
it.
couple
Yeah.
years back.
And
Actually,
there's
my
also
husband reacts to Blood of the Youth. Do you have any children's souls?
Oh, we definitely do.
we have an
Wonderful.
18 to 24 blood.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Does that
yeah.
feel good?
Dude, can you put an ice cube in it?
Absolutely,
Thank
we can.
you.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Brings
an
out the
ice
packet of
cube
blood,
will put
asks
that
for
in.
permission, like the sommelier or whatever it is.
Oh,
Yes, that's
oh my
perfect. That
God!
is
Wow,
That's a
UK descent.
good
Okay,
bracket.
yeah, absolutely.
Also, we have a light here. When you turn it on, it'll just give you a perfect tan.
Oh,
while
what
you're
a
laying there
dream!
if you want.
We're joking, but economic disparity is the root of every problem that
Ew.
currently
Absolutely,
Oh, wow.
Elliot.
Take
I
a
hope you
nap.
transition.
And,
Jesus
I hope that
Christ.
transitions right into
And
your
that brings to
topic.
my topic. I'd like to talk to you guys about
Good Lord.
economic disparity
Oh,
and
wow.
how
Wait.
it's being shoved under the rug. In
Honestly,
favor
no,
of
keep going. I'm gonna
more,
grab a pillow.
specific,
There is not. There is nothing I'd
just remember I said I'll be there at the end.
I would rather listen to an audio recording of my wedding than hear you go. If someone had the audio of it right
I
now.
would non-ironically listen
I
to
take
every
this
moment
woman,
of
Sarah.
your wedding. I would love to
Wow.
listen to an audio recording of your wedding. Can that be the next episode of the podcast?
Audio recording of your
Yeah.
wedding.
Can you
please.
react to that on Uncanny Valley?
Yeah. Dude, I don't even think any photos. I mean, I don't have any photos.
You don't
I don't
have
have
any
photos and
photos of
videos.
your-
No,
I don't have a video,
I
yeah.
remember when I was cleaning out my place and I found like CDs. It was like Steve and Sarah's wedding, photos. I was like, no, I just threw them in the trash.
Wow. Did you
Yeah.
say thank you?
Yeah,
Did you
there were some
KonMari them?
things.
Thank you.
No, this was before KonMari.
Thank you.
I did pee on them though, so
Thank you.
that I peed all over them.
So that is your thank you.
You're in KonMari.
Yeah. Well, it got stung by a jellyfish. So.
I don't remember too many weird places falling asleep. Every now and then I get impressed that I fall asleep. I can fall asleep really easily if I'm on my back. And
Yeah, I get it.
so effing me.
Fucking get
it. But if I'm on my back on carpet watching TV, I'll fall asleep like a little 11.
Wow, like a
But
little
that's
baby.
kinda
Deli
what I
does
am.
that too.
Yeah, it's nice.
I tend to not fall asleep during like movies or TV shows unless I'm like done. Like
That is
Yeah.
a-
I never do
that
either.
is a superpower now.
okay, yeah. I do
Yeah.
not fall asleep during movies.
I don't
yeah.
fall asleep during movies and TV,
I
and
do.
to
Really?
a detriment. It's 2 a.m. and I'm trying to finish the story. I'm literally like, I wish I could just go to bed, but I have to know what happened.
I just feel somewhere somehow the director knows, and I think it's rude.
Yeah,
So I'm just
sure.
gonna stay up and
Dell
let her
does it
appreciate
immediately.
the
Be
She'll,
sure
show.
like,
you read all the
snooze.
credits too, Steve.
God, I love
Well,
it.
I don't get up during them when I'm in the movie theater, Joe. If that's what you're
Unless
asking.
you went on to that website and you're like, is there things at the end? And they
Oh,
say,
yeah, I'm out of
there's,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
After
Gives a fuck.
credits.
I don't have a place that I can like. I'm really bad at falling asleep. That's actually the truth. Like I need a lot of different things. Even in a bed, I'm kind of like sound machine and like sometimes
because of
IMAX.
The Miami Sound Machine.
Yes,
Gloria Estefan?
always. And it's exhausting, but
Puts you right
it's
to
just
sleep.
it lulls me.
I've gotten
you know?
into some ambient music lately.
Yeah.
I used to always want quietness, but then since
I do
living in
sounds.
North
Hold on, I'm gonna show you
Hollywood,
my
Ooh,
sounds.
brag a little.
I hear a lot of sirens, and I find that now
Dude.
peaceful, nice piano
Are you
like
ready?
on low
Yeah.
at night
The
is
highway?
really nice.
I'll fall
you guys
asleep to
ready?
podcasts
Yeah, I
now.
need
I
it.
hear
need
I
something.
hear the highway, and to me it sounds like an ocean almost.
It-
See,
oh, it
you
does,
do
yeah.
that, but and I will say when I go up north to like the mountains, I miss those freaking like helicopters
Yeah.
screaming.
Well, it's
all
subconscious.
that.
We're hearing it in
I
our
do this one
subconscious
a
or
lot. This
conscious.
is my favorite thing to go to bed to. Are you ready?
Oh, it's Manamana.
Yeah, yep,
yeah,
we have
battling.
that.
But yeah, I use that.
Just like a bear
My
taking
wife
a piss.
uses that.
that's
My
a
wife.
really good
It's
one.
that, but also there's peepers in there.
Oh, you need the
There's-
peepers.
You gotta have the
It just sounds like a
peepers.
bear is peeing
What
into
if,
a river.
like, just halfway through it, you just hear it?
That's what the time.
goddamn am I gonna go? Okay. Wonder to go over there? No. Where's my goddamn shoe? Okay. Oh, okay, there's a gun lie down right here for a little bit, okay? Okay, this ain't where I go. This is not it. Dad! Oh, God. What the hell is going on over there? This is my property. Dad! What are you doing on my property? Where's my shoe? Dad! Where's my goddamn shoe?
So Ridiculous.
Wow, you just ruined months of sleep for Lee.
Yeah, honestly,
She's gonna hear
I
those
think
voices
you
in her
might have.
dreams.
I think you
Goddamn.
might
Where's my
have.
goddamn shoe?
I'm gonna have to create a new sound. Great, thanks
Where's my
a
goddamn
lot.
shoe by Joe Beretta?
Oh,
gonna
man,
have
we
to
should make
create
our
a
own
new
series of
sound.
those. I've fallen asleep in two places. One I'm very ashamed of. The other is just crazy. Fell asleep during jury duty.
Oh, I love
You're
it.
ashamed of that?
Like
I
actual.
feel bad.
No.
I feel like I had a
If he was
civic
actually
duty.
doing it,
Were
and
you
not,
actually part of
Yes.
the jury?
I was part of the jury
Oh,
during
okay.
a during a case.
I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about jury duty where you go and you
Dude.
sit there and wait to be
No,
called
that's
all
fine.
fucking
That's
day. I was
great.
like, oh, who gives a
You
fuck?
should feel pretty bad about
Yeah.
that.
Jeez.
Do you remember when, like, in
They're like,
school,
"Notice
You're a
Exhibit
bad
A."
person.
Do you remember in
The
school?
knife was a 9-inch serrated.
Yeah, it was nothing like that. This was like
Where's
a
my
rear
goddamn
ending.
shoe?
Where's my goddamn shoe?
I
It was-
love that voice.
Do you guys remember when, like, in high school or any school, and you'd fall asleep in class, and it'd be that thing where your eyes would close and you'd nod and you wake up and you missed
Yes.
like 5 minutes and you didn't
Yeah.
realize
Oh, yeah.
it. And but then you're like, nobody's realized
Nobody
I was asleep.
noticed, yeah.
I did that like 4 or 5 times during jury duty. It was just really
Oh,
boring.
And
And
then
it was really
God.
long.
What about when it came down to
Yeah, what
choosing?
did you vote?
I used context clues.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't good.
God.
And I felt so bad.
I
and
mean,
I was
look.
like, I hope the judge didn't see me.
I would hope if the deciding vote came down to you, which is the only world in which like
That's-
that would really matter, I would hope you would be like, listen, guys, I
yeah.
did fall asleep for like 40 minutes of this, and
I
just
love
like
that he
fill in the
used
gaps, and I'll make
context clues
I'll
I
make
know, I
my
love
call.
civic
that.
duty.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Second crazy place is that I've fallen asleep, like dead asleep, getting not extreme, but like very detailed dental work done. I've fallen asleep
Jesus,
like
Joe.
getting drilled on the teeth.
I
That's
can see that.
unreal.
I can see that.
Not
especially if
getting
you're drugged
anesthesia,
up.
nothing, no drugs, nothing. I was just
You
Anesthesia?
weren't watching Anastasia?
Oh, is that what I said?
Ah, shit.
Ah.
Is this going to be the next
Oh.
3-minute bit?
Is that what I said?
Do I have to buckle up for this?
It's okay. We're going to drop it.
Far away, getting dental work in
Anesthesia is a word I don't
chair.
understand. I don't know how.
Anesthesia.
I don't
Yeah.
even know if I don't even know what I said anymore. I don't
I
care.
just
But
say-
I fell asleep getting a drill shoved in
I
my
don't know.
teeth.
I fell asleep watching Moana, and it was incredible.
Wait, the term anesthesia makes more sense when you think about anesthetic.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense.
And
but
I said
anesthesia.
Anastasia?
Anesthesia.
You said anesthesia.
What an
Anesthesia.
idiot.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
okay. Honestly,
dumb.
I'm
Dude,
scared
I say
of
anesthesia, so I'm one vowel.
No, I think
away.
anesthesia is fine.
I say
That's
I'm
what I
gonna go
thought
get
I said.
anesthetized.
Anesthetized.
I'm gonna go
get
anesthesia'd.
anesthetized. Anesthetized.
Anyways, those are my two. You guys have never fallen asleep in a crazy place?
Dude,
I'm
nuts
the
to me.
wrong person to ask. I've
I mean,
stayed
I've
awake.
fallen in love in a crazy place.
I've stayed
Wow.
wired.
Where's the
yeah.
craziest place you've ever fallen in love? I know mine.
The butt.
Hell yeah.
I was in a. You know what? Okay.
I
Got
hate
him.
that I love
Got him.
tell you.
I hate that
I
I
was
had
in a
such a
wig shop.
Joke on it.
No, I love this. This is what I'm saying. I've done this. We're all
Yeah.
gonna show our craziest in love.
I was in a
once.
wig shop and there was a woman in there, and I was. This was like, excuse me, I'm getting a little sad.
Wow. Ooh.
Should we take a?
It was years ago.
We'll take a moment. You won't hear it in the edit.
I might have been married at this point, or
That's
maybe
okay.
maybe
It's
it was
a falling
before I
in
was
love.
married.
It's
Well,
an
of
immediate-
course.
yeah, it's
I
not
fucking
a-
fall in love
who
all the time.
cares? Me
You don't.
too.
You can't help who you fall in love with.
Wow. Keep going. It was a wig shop. Go on.
I was in a wig shop and there was this very attractive woman in there, and I was just like, wow. And she just had everything going on. She had like all
7
the-
wigs.
Yeah, she had 7 wigs on. She had
Dude,
like
she was like Miss Wig.
she had like an Oingo Boingo patch, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
my
she
god.
was like a little
Like she was
punker
just
girl.
everything. It was
Oh,
like
you
everything I
love it.
liked in this just perfect
Yeah.
woman entering the building, and I was like, I'm in love with this woman. This is the love of my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I
get
didn't
it.
say a word, and I left, and I forgot all about her until this very moment.
When we went to Iceland, the very first day, we were told to
Oh,
go to
yeah.
this cinnamon roll place. And we walked in, and apparently it was like the Halloween of their time, which was literally like February 13th or 14th or whatever
Iceland
it was.
Halloween.
Idiots.
So children go around the town to
Wrong
local
date.
shops and they sing for candy. Just the cutest, most weird
Yeah.
Icelandic thing that could ever happen.
Flirt
But we go into this like, yeah, basically.
But it's more like
Oh, wow, I love
and
it.
then everyone in the shop joins in because they're all adorable and wonderful. And they're like, Blarden, Blarden, Blarden,
Blarden,
Blarden, Blarden, Blarden,
Blarden, she thing for they sharn.
I bet
so
all the candy was like unwrapped and
no, it's all like
dangerous
when
looking
we
too.
went in
Like
there, it was
dropped,
literally like they gave
chocolate
them
drops.
rolls. Yeah.
I bet.
So we went into the cinnamon roll place, and they were like, we go in, and we're like, hey, we want to get some cinnamon rolls, and the cutest woman alive, she literally is like, I cannot give you cinnamon rolls because we are not open for another hour, but would you like to sing for one? And we're like, what?
wow.
What?
Yeah,
She's
we
like, would
would.
you like to sing for a
We'd
cinnamon roll?
absolutely love
Yes.
to do that.
And I was like, yeah. And I think I sang a Sound of Music song, and then they joined in, and they were like, these, like, including the giant chef in the back was like, these are a few of my. I walked out of there, and I literally turned to Dom and I said, I'm in love with that woman, and I want to hold her till her life ends.
Good.
And he said, me too.
Sure.
I wish I had a picture. I actually really
Sure.
want to know what she looks like.
Yeah,
I
me
mean, she had
too.
the brightest blue eyes you'd ever seen, hidden behind just like a sparkle, and just the sweetest
Arian.
little,
Perfect.
the sweetest. Oh, I just said bright eyes. Did I say blue?
You said blue, yeah.
Okay. She
Just
had the
some
brightest blue Aryan eyes, and she,
What's
she
wrong,
had
Elliot?
brown
Are you
hair, and it was
Bright blue,
wild.
Aryan, pure eyes.
Yeah.
A cupid bow
Superior
mouth.
blue eyes.
She had a wild braid, and then and that wonderful frock on her
And
as
she
she was
makes
making
cinnamon
bread.
rolls.
She makes
Yeah.
cinnamon rolls. And she
Yeah.
smiles and giggles like fucking fairy laughter.
Ugh.
And but all of it, like every day we were like, hello. And she's like, hello. And we were just like,
I'm in love
You just hear
vicariously.
pan flutes when she
honestly,
talks.
I did.
Hey guys, it's your pal Steve here, and I bet you're wondering, hey, what's going on? I was just listening to the Valleycast, or I was just watching the Valleycast, and suddenly here's Steve alone with no one else. For those of you that aren't watching the video version of this, you probably didn't even notice. You're probably just like, oh, why is this music playing all of a sudden? That's nice. Fix my beanie. But if you're watching the video version of this, you're seeing just me here in the studio because I'm here on President's Day while everyone else is out of the office enjoying their free time, and I'm here to talk about sponsors. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. First up, we have the wonderful brand Quip. Now, Quip is a wonderful brand. I use Quip. The Valley folk uses Quip. Mike Falzone uses Quip. A lot of people I know use Quip. And not just because they're a sponsor of our said podcasts. No, sirree. It's because Quip is a fantastic toothbrush. Now, one of the most important things we do for our health every day is brushing our teeth, yet most of us don't do it properly, did you know? Quip is a better electric toothbrush created by dentists and designers, and Quip was designed to make brushing your teeth more simple, affordable, and even enjoyable. Guys, Quip has those sensitive sonic vibrations that are gentle enough on your sensitive gums. A built-in 2-minute timer that pulses every 30 seconds to remind you when to switch sides, helping guide a full and even clean. But why? Why do you want that? Well, because up to 90% of us don't brush for a full 2 minutes, or don't clean evenly. They don't clean, not cleave. I'm here alone, okay? I got no one to bounce off of. So my brain's a little... You also got that multi-use cover that mounts to your mirror and unmounts to slide over your bristles for on-the-go brushing. I don't need to talk too much about this part because it's just rad. It sticks to your mirror or sticks to your wall, and it looks like a cool future product. Someone walks into your bathroom, and they're like, whoa, not only does this smell great, look at that toothbrush. Stuck to the mirror, that looks really cool. That's fashionable. That's clean. Stylish. Guys, and brush heads are automatically delivered on a dentist-recommended schedule every 3 months for just $5. Listen, I love Quip. I could go on and on about Quip, but I'm not going to waste your time with Quip because Quip has other things to do. But I will say this. That's why I love Quip, guys, because they're backed by over 20,000 dental professionals, and that's awesome. Quip starts at just $25, and if you go to getquip.com/valley right now, that's getquip.com/valley right now, you can get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/valley. Guys, I'm not messing around. Get Quip. You'll thank your mouth, and you'll thank us. I'm not sure why you'll thank your mouth, but... Well, hello there. I'm here to talk about Mint Mobile. Now, what is Mint Mobile? Well, before we get to that, let me just talk a little bit about how there are a lot of things in life that just aren't right. Carpet in showers, eating dip with your fingers, chunky style milk, paying too much for your phone bill. Now that's just not right! But thanks to Mint Mobile, you don't have to overpay for wireless anymore! That's right, they've reimagined the wireless shopping experience and made it easy and online only, which means they can pass significant savings directly to you. And for a limited time, they're offering 2 months free when you buy your first month. And that's $20 total for 3 months of wireless. This amazing deal is only here for a little limited time, guys. $20 total gets you 3 months of wireless service with 8 gigabits of 4G LTE data each month. That's 8 gigabytes of 4G LTE data each month, plus unlimited nationwide talk and text. You can use your phone with any Mint Mobile plan. You can keep your old phone number along with all your existing contacts. That's important to me, should be important to you, and it's important to Mint Mobile. And they run on the fastest, most advanced LTE network. And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. So guys, take advantage of Mint Mobile's amazing deal before it's gone. Pay just $20 for your first month of wireless and get another 2 months free by going to mintmobile.com/valley. That's mintmobile.com/valley. Get you 3 months of premium wireless service for just $20. Guys, mintmobile.com/valley. 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 Shh, don't tell Dad. A lot of people know, some people know, that I think the holiday, Valentine's Day, is a bunch of goddamn horse trash.
Okay.
I think
Oh.
Valentine's Day is a garbage holiday. I don't think
Are you one of those people that are like,
I
it's
think so
Hallmark
stupid.
made it?
He was
No,
a
I
Valentine's
don't give
Day
a shit.
denier for a very long time.
Well,
Okay.
I just feel like, why do I need a specific day to tell the person I love that I love them, or to give them a gift or a candy or take them to some kind of nice dinner? I don't need a day on the calendar that's printed on every fucking calendar to the end of time to remind me that I love someone. And so I've never really liked it. I just do not like Valentine's Day. I don't get it. I don't get it. And luckily the relationships I've been in, my partner has also not really cared so much about it, and so I've gotten away with it. So it's very good. No, don't worry. This isn't an because I know you guys are thinking like, fuck, Alana's into
It's an
Valentine's Day.
Olana.
No, that's
an
not this at all.
Olana.
I found out Alana feels the same way I do, actually, and I
That's
mean,
beautiful.
probably not as negatively as I do, but
Who does? Really?
yeah, Lon Harris.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Wow.
Owen Carter.
Nailed
Anyway, so
Darren Haynes.
I just recently came up with, I mean, I'm sure I didn't come up with it, but I had never thought of it, and I hadn't seen anybody else talk about anything like this. But Alana and I created our very own Valentine's Day tradition, and it doesn't involve going to an expensive fucking dinner. It doesn't involve going to like some event or taking her to whatever. It doesn't even particularly involve flowers or candy. What we will
That's
be doing
just dumb.
on
Yeah.
Valentine's Day evening is we will be watching the horniest movies.
I really do like that.
The horniest movies. We're just going to have a horny movie marathon, which I think should be a wonderful thing
Yeah.
that couples should do on Valentine's Day.
Sure.
The horny movie marathon.
Nothing sounds better to me on Valentine's Day than like not going.
Are you kidding me? Just
anywhere
like get
and
into
not
bed.
Doing
Look,
Get some
anything.
Postmates.
You can, yeah, you can still wear something sexy if you
But
want.
I
You
don't
can, You can,
care.
whatever. But you
Yeah.
can get like light some candles, get in your
Yeah.
bed,
Everyone's horniness is their own horniness.
dude.
You-
Put on their
This is
yeah.
true.
Put on a fucking horny movie and then get ready to get in the fucking mood and have a great night. You don't have to pay for anything. Just watch something on Netflix.
Steve,
you know?
what's on the docket?
Yeah,
Well,
I would
I'll
like
tell
to know what
you,
is on the docket.
Alana and I were starting to create our list here, and then we were kind of like concerned about which order we should watch
It's
them
also
in.
because
and-
where do you want to go with it? I understand.
Right,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
so most definitely the two movies that that Alana and I agreed should be on the list are Wild Things,
Sure.
which is of course just like your standard.
You remember watching
horny
that
movie.
in 8th grade and your
Oh,
mind
please.
blown? Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never seen.
I mean, I was jerking off in the house, like everyone's home. Mom and
Denise
Dad are
Richards,
in the next room.
Matt Dillon,
Nev Campbell.
Yeah.
Nev Campbell.
Ugh.
But it was all about Denise
Kevin
Richards. Are
Bacon
you
wasn't
kidding
Kevin
me?
Bacon in that?
I don't know.
I think he was.
I think he was.
There was
I
a
do.
pool.
There was a pool.
It was a pool.
Indeed. And then Cruel Intentions, obviously, is the Selma Blair, Ryan Phillippe,
Reese
Sarah
Witherspoon.
Michelle
You're
Gellar.
going to want to watch the second tape if you are going VHS, just an FYI.
Cruel Intentions
watch-
was not a 2-tape.
No.
Definitely
I'm
not.
saying you didn't let me finish. You're going to watch the second tape of Meet Joe Black. That is the
Oh, yeah.
that
Meet
is
Joe
the
Black.
love-making
But,
scene.
yeah, but here's the thing.
And it's a very introductory. It's like, oh, this
No.
poor little baby Brad Pitt has never made love before.
Listen to me.
Teach him, Claire Forlani.
You cannot.
Teach him.
I thought she was.
Oh,
so
she's gorgeous.
pretty.
Gorgeous.
Dreamboat.
Gorgeous.
She's a
Here's the thing
dreamboat.
about that. Do not skip anything in Meet Joe Black, but also fucking clear 3 hours of your day.
That's why I'm
because
saying
you
that.
have to. But you have to. You can't just. All the build up to that
Yeah.
sex scene is what makes it so hot
Sure.
and powerful and great.
You say
Especially
that,
when
but
he
I'm
gets
just telling you, I've
slammed
watched
by
that
that
second
car.
tape over and over and over again.
Yeah, when he gets slammed by the car is the hottest thing. But
Bingo.
anyway, so we started to make our own list. The
Horny
Valley Folk,
movies.
we were at lunch today, and I was telling them about my plans for Valentine's Day. And so far, from things that you guys just kind of yelled out, we've got Basic Instinct in there.
Sure.
We got Monsters Ball, which really is just kind of like
Do you have Monsters Inc. in there?
yes, Monsters
Well,
University.
two.
is in there.
Yeah, Monsters.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
you're
can
right.
go into any room.
And then the 50 Shades movies, even though whatever, they're not. These don't have to be particularly good. Like Wild Things isn't a
No,
fucking.
it's a bad horny
masterpiece.
movie.
I have a
Everyone
good
should
one.
know that.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's called Black Swan.
Okay.
Is that horny?
Ooh.
I guess it's horny.
Sure, I'll put it
Yeah, I
down.
It
guess
here.
gets a
it's
little
horny.
weird.
If there's
So-
it's weird, but also weird works for horny. Like if you have a bad movie with a good sex scene, in my opinion, that's not going to be the horniest movie.
Well, here's
Monsters
what,
Ball we should know that that's not necessarily a horny movie. That was almost a bit.
Well, here's what I
and
want
the
to
movie
do.
Mother.
Yeah, of course. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to get each of yours, like your most horny movie. Like, what is the movie you watch that it, like puts you in the mood? Is just a horny movie to watch. It makes it. You're like, fuck, this movie's so hot. What is your horny, sexy movie?
I said
Man.
it was the second tape of Meet Joe Black. I mean, that literally was like.
But it's just
For-
not even just the whole movie, just that scene.
When I was younger, that was like my first introduction
Yeah,
to that, and so
yeah.
it literally, and also not for nothing,
they're both
but
hot as
freaking
fuck.
Brad Pitt, like not for nothing, but good lord,
Yeah, that's like prime
possibly at the
Brad
hottest
Pitt.
he
Like,
has
Brad
ever
Pitt
been in
is-
his
That's
life.
some
and he's
AAA
still
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Triple A. He's always Triple A. He's always going to be Triple A. He's going to be 75 years old, and I still would 100% would just
Brad
I love
Pitt's.
him.
There's never going to be another Brad Pitt. He's the equivalent of like.
Well,
the
some
Cary
would say
Grant
James
and-
Dean was the first Brad
Yeah,
Pitt.
except
No,
there's
but
never
if
been
you
another
look-
James
do a
Dean.
side-by-side
Like Brad
comparison
Pitt
and you're
isn't a
like-
James Dean. James Dean's
Okay.
James Dean.
What
Brad
about
Pitt, Brad Pitt.
who's the guy? Gregory Peck, or not Gregory Peck? Who's the guy that
Robert
was in
Redford?
Robert Redford?
But these
Sure.
are these are the
Again.
people that surpass the like.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is the bar, and then he's going past. Like now we're a new.
I mean,
mold of
Robert
it.
Redford. I mean, fuck. Look at his career.
Yes,
you know?
but I don't know who the new. I don't know who the new Brad Pitt is. I don't know who that like.
we might not have one
full.
yet.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who that full dreamboat is, where you just go, yeah, everything you do.
Can I
One,
say?
I love you, and two,
Could you say?
good. Yeah,
Let me throw it out there. Let's see what you guys think. I'm just gonna pitch it.
please.
Oscar
pitch it.
Isaacs.
Oh, I think people are like
Okay,
Oscar.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
But again, I am
different
severely.
thing.
Thank you.
He's
I am
a bad boy.
severely on the Oscar Isaac train. For a long time, I was trying to starter wife him hardcore. Just like a nice, like, oh, he married a normal person. He could divorce me immediately.
I mean,
it's fine.
he's just
It was-
gorgeous.
It was
He's
nice
just-
of you
But he's like-
to
Honestly,
spare him of that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Because I
It's a
don't
brave
want
move.
to. I don't want to be with him forever.
Right, no, exactly.
I just want to, by proxy, now be entered into an upper echelon of men,
Yeah.
higher than I
Oh.
would have been able to.
It's Chris
I see.
Hemsworth.
You think
it's,
it's Chris
it's
Hemsworth?
all the Chris's.
You
It's
think
all
it's
the
Chris
Chris's.
Hemsworth?
It's all the Chris's
it's
make one
not,
Brad.
Though. It's not. It's
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 Chris
all
Hemsworth.
just
It's
hot.
Pratt.
Every
It's
Chris
Pratt.
makes every
It's Pratt.
Hemsworth makes one Pitt.
It's
It makes one Brad.
it's Hemsworth.
I don't know.
It's
We'll
Hemsworth.
find out.
I think
guy.
three
That guy
Chris's
is.
make a.
I think 3 Chris's make a pit. That's what I'm saying.
3
So I
Chris's
still
make a
need,
pit.
It could
I
be.
still
It could be
need it.
Hemsworth. It
We've
could be
broken
Hemsworth.
off the.
Anyway,
Brad Pitt
yes.
into-
Okay, so
So-
what's a movie that you find hot?
That was one of the. I think that
That's
takes
the
cake.
hottest movie
Just
you
because
think?
I think it literally like awoke like a thing in me of just like, oh, this is what this is, and
That's a
good
good
lord.
one. Except for the
Well, don't
murder.
look too many up, Joe, because I'm about to go down my
trying
own.
to think
go
of
down a list.
anything
I have a
else.
list too. So let me go with the ones that I know at some point affected me.
Just
Nothing-
give me your one that's like
I'll give you-
definitely like your horniest movie.
I suppose I don't
The
know.
latest
my
horniest movie was that Netflix one with that Noah Centineo kid because he really knew what he was doing.
That
You
kid.
talked about that, yeah. We talked-
How
Again,
old
he's
was
like
that
20.
kid?
He's like 20.
Okay,
He's fine.
all
We're
right.
fine. We're all fine. Everyone's fine, guys. Everyone is okay.
Steve, you didn't answer. What's your movie? What's your horny movie?
Well, Alana and I again we came up with like either Wild Things or Cruel Intentions, but
Have you seen Wild Things in a minute?
No.
Oh, you're
It's
gonna.
been a-
It's gonna be a giggle fest.
well, see, Alana was telling me, she's like, have you seen Cruel Intentions in a little bit? It's
gonna be
and
a
I was like,
giggle
no.
fest.
And she's like, you watch that movie and they are kids.
Yeah,
They're children.
children.
Yeah, you watched it when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
she's like, but you watch it as an adult and you're like, these are kids. And I'm watching kids like making out and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, she's like, I don't know if it has the same power
Might
anymore.
not.
But I have not seen it since I was a kid. But I mean, it isn't about like, it is kind of a jokey thing too to have the horny movie night because you just
Yes,
pick these
100%.
movies that are like made you horny
Wait
when
a
you were a
minute.
kid and
Yeah, you're
probably
not
wouldn't as an
actually
adult anymore.
supposed
you
to
guys-
get horny?
Are you
Yeah.
guys?
I mean, you could. That's a bonus.
Are you administering rules or restrictions? Like you are not allowed
like
to
no
act
touching or
on the
anything.
horniness until the end
Until
of
the
horny
movie's over. Until
is
all the
insane.
movies are
Uh-huh.
over.
Jesus.
Are you-
Oh,
God,
that's
that sounds
fun.
like the least horny thing. is
No,
to be
then you
forced
turn-
to watch a movie
Oh.
and not have like
Okay,
two movies
okay.
back to back.
Being able
All
to
right.
turn
Oh
it
my
off.
God! And you can't
Oh
touch
my
the other
God.
person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah,
can
sure.
touch.
Oh, here, but
No.
I'll
cool
lose.
rule.
I'll just
You can be
volunteer to
intimate.
lose.
You can touch, but you're just not allowed
let
to.
me just pick something you love and pick
Go
it
all
apart,
the
Elliot.
way.
What is it? Fishing with your dad?
I love being horny, and I don't want to. I feel like watching two to three movies back to back
Hey,
without ever
You don't have to
touching one another.
celebrate.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, you
If
don't have to
you,
celebrate. I'm doing what I'm doing, man.
Of course, I'm just
You can
telling
touch, you
If
just
we're talking
can't
about how to
touch
make
all the way.
horniness the best holiday it can be. So
If any of you are listening and you're looking to do a beautiful Valleycast intro, can you just do I like being horny from Elliot
Please.
over and over and
I'll
over
let you
on a
know.
loop?
Nothing I love more than
Also-
tension I can't solve.
Something to throw out there for the audience. If you guys have a specific horny movie,
I would
and
like a
yes,
horny
throw in your
movie.
fucking jokes with your like Pokemon the movie or whatever, or like
Steve, don't kink
whatever
shame.
fucking shit you're gonna throw in. But also, I definitely want to know what movies you think are like sexy movies that like maybe we didn't cover, maybe we didn't talk
Yeah,
about.
this is a good point. This is a good point.
Squarespace! Squarespace! I hear it. You hear it. I see it. I love it. I believe it. I smell it. We're so glad to be sponsored by Squarespace because I'll tell you, it's great. And don't just take my word for it. You can ask our buddy Mike Falzone because his website, MikeFalzone.com, is a Squarespace website. And I just gave Mike Falzone a free plug because why the hell not? You want to check out his tour dates and comedy goings-ons, you can go there. But you can also see the expertly created website made by Squarespace. Domains, websites, online stores, marketing tools. Do these things ring true in your brain? Are these the things that you want to utilize daily? Well, guess what? That's what Squarespace is all about. And there's a new feature, email campaigns! Say more, sell more, stand out in any inbox. With Squarespace, email campaigns, our all-in-one platform makes it easy to unify your brand voice from your homepage to your emails. Consistent content from website to email, powerful editing tools to make it your own, customizable layouts for any message, and mobile editing so you can send anytime, anywhere. And here's some things you can do with Squarespace just in case you're not sure. Well, you can create a beautiful website and turn your cool idea into a website, showcase your work, blog or publish content, sell products and services of all kinds, promote your physical or online business, announce an upcoming event or special project, and don't forget those new email campaigns. And you can own your domain and promote your business. Squarespace does this by giving you beautiful templates created by world-class designers and that powerful e-commerce functionality that lets you sell anything online, and the ability to customize look and feel, settings, products, and more with just a few clicks. Guys, everything is optimized for mobile right out of the box, so you can just do it on your phone. And let's not forget, oh, baby boy, baby girl, baby, let's not forget about that 24/7 award-winning customer support. And that's just the kind of awesomeness you're going to get from Squarespace and the Valley folk. So guys, why don't you head on over to squarespace.com/Valley for a free trial, because you want to build a website, you want to sell your stuff, you want to tell people about an event coming up, you want to, let's say you got a birthday party and you're like, man, I want to do a birthday party with style. I'm going to make a birthday party website. I'm going to invite everybody. I'm going to use the email function, this new email thing, to set up emails that shoots out with updates on the birthday party or some kind of event, or if you want to do a surprise party for a friend, make a website. It's going to look super cool. Guys, there's just so many ideas. The possibilities are endless. So when you're ready to launch, why don't you use that offer code VALLEY after you go to squarespace.com/Valley. That's right, squarespace.com/Valley, and use that offer code VALLEY to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. If I were you, I'd get on that as soon as possible. Thank you so much, Squarespace. We love you. I love you. And God loves you. Anyway, back to the show.
The audience hasn't heard enough or hasn't heard anything. Just, you guys went to the Backstreet Boys as grown-ass adults.
Which,
Yeah.
side note,
Why
they've
don't you
been
just talk
singing
about
Backstreet
that?
Boys
Well,
for
can
a
I-
minute
I have
now.
never felt such a wave of energy and love as when I walked into that sold-out place of screaming people saying, "All you people, can't you see?" I lost
Yeah, that's
my
the
mind.
song that Larger Than Life song or
Yeah.
whatever it's called. That's the song they opened with, and just like we were out in the lobby getting our drinks and stuff, and then the music starts playing, and then all these girls just start screaming in the lobby, and we're just like, guys, we gotta hurry! And then the doors open and the music gets clearer, and then you see them dancing, and
It's
the audience is going nuts.
perfect.
It was
It's
like a
perfect.
movie scene. We
Yeah.
were all like walking down the steps to our seats, and we just kept getting closer and
We're
closer and
already
closer.
having a great time.
Yeah,
we were already
yeah.
joking around and and everyone's like, "This is so fun." And then we walked in, it was a totally different world, and it was like, "Okay, here we go."
I mean, but the whole
Buckle
show
up.
was like, we're laughing, we're dancing, we're screaming, we're having such a. It's like, dude, Matt, Rob, and Shane, and
Yeah.
like just everybody who was there was just like such a pleasant fucking person, and it was just like it's electric.
What was the median age of attendees at this concert?
It was
Probably
kind of
35.
It varied, I think.
Yeah.
There were old people around.
I
us,
don't
though.
know that I looked at too many other people, but it's kind of exactly. It
Probably
was
30
Vegas.
to 35,
it was just a
right?
sampling
Dude,
size
there
of
was
Vegas.
like,
yeah.
can I say immediately around us, there was like a couple that were like senior citizens, like 70 maybe.
Why?
And then over here was like businessmen in suits, like Asian businessmen
Oh, I
in
love
suits, and
it.
just like these guys in suits that are just like this the whole show, like watching the
Steve
show.
has a very blank look on his face.
And then see, over here was just like
For those at home.
like 20 something, 30 something girls, and then over here was like a family with like maybe like a 16-year-old boy, like a 19-year-old girl,
There were-
and maybe like a 20-year-old girl.
But there was like one pair of like what looked like maybe 19-year-old girls who were wearing like decked out in Backstreet Boys stuff. And we're
Yeah.
like, this is who we're into.
Yes.
And they were
and then there was
very
like,
into it.
remember the mom and dad? There was like a 40 to 50-year-old mom and dad that were just like rocking out the whole show.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was just such a. I mean, I couldn't even name one
We were-
Backstreet Boys song, and I had such a good time.
But it's kind of like how like when we're all hanging out, we can form our little group of people, and it's like
A
you
protective
don't know,
bubble of
it's
friendship.
A bubble, yeah.
Yeah.
And so there was very much in my memory of it. It's sort of I just
It's a
remember
bubble.
hanging out with the friends.
Did
I don't
any of
remember too much of
Did
what.
any of you touch Howie?
None of us touched any of them.
Howie was the one that came closest to us, though. There was a moment where they all disappeared and they
Yeah.
popped up in the audience.
In the audience.
And
Oh, what a dream.
we got Howie, which
Yeah.
We got Howie.
wasn't who I was.
We got Howie.
Who would
rooting
you
for.
wait?
But they
Pause.
played The Call, which
Who
is
would
my
you
favorite
want?
Backstreet Boys song, and I
wow.
lost my mind, and I didn't know till Alana posted it that
That's so fun.
Oh,
mine
wait,
was-
Elliot, who would you have preferred to pop up in the middle of the audience out of all the Backstreet Boys?
Brian or Nick?
Wow.
Nick. Nobody
Everyone
wants
loves
Nick.
Brian
Really?
and Nick.
No, Nick's
Oh, I
like,
love
I
Nick.
got the garbage man.
Hey, no, Nick actually
What?
was really
Yeah.
big
Nick?
back in the
Nick,
day.
yeah,
No, Nick was
no.
huge.
I,
back
Brian
in the
was
day.
way better.
Well, better, but Nick
I'm gonna
was
be
the-
honest, guys.
Nick was like trashy. He was like
No.
trashy Backstreet Boys.
Wait, who we?
Are you thinking
I'm
of
gonna-
Kevin or
No,
AJ?
no.
No.
I know who Nick is. I know Nick Carter.
Oh,
AJ.
AJ carried the show. AJ
Yes.
was far and
Oh,
away
yeah,
the best
yeah.
Backstreet
He's
Boy.
the best Backstreet Boy.
He would have been the
period.
best one to
Who's
pop
the
up.
tall
He-
dude with the eyebrows?
Kevin.
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 He's the
I
base.
always liked Kevin.
No,
Kevin's
it's
good, but Kevin
AJ.
looks like he's still trying to be Kevin.
AJ's the
and
Kevin.
You can't hold on to Kevin.
Nah,
Kevin, you gotta
Once
let
you get
go.
to a certain age, you're not Kevin.
Kevin needs to
Transition,
let Kevin
It's
go.
okay.
Yeah.
Kevin, go gray.
But it was a great
Okay.
time.
I do want to say that at some point we ended up getting onto a party bus because it was a mutual friend of ours' birthday, and so we got into this party bus with like 7 people or 6 people.
Kevin
or whatever.
Bacon's birthday.
And it was Kevin Bacon's birthday. Sorry, I didn't want to name drop.
Yeah. Proud of you.
And so no, we were just having like a great time on the bus, and we're all like in varying levels of inebriation. And then I just started like a live stream in the middle of this like chaos, and then I started to like invite people, like strangers, into the live stream. And so it was just like us like singing songs, and it was just like I'd point the screen at people, and there'd just be this like person like kind of dancing along to like the music in the party bus, and everyone was like, "Who the fuck is that? What, Steve? What are you doing? Why?
Oh, we're like,
what?"
It was actually one of those moments
It
where
was an invasion of privacy.
It was a sensitive moment, and it was also one of those moments where at one point I leaned over to Steve and I said, "Hey, man, I don't want to be weird, but as your friend, could you not live stream right now?" And he kind of just had this look on his face like, "Oh, yeah.
But that was
I
after,
shouldn't be live streaming
But that was
us on a
after
party."
like maybe 20 minutes
Oh,
of already
Steve.
it
streaming.
wasn't that bad, but it was a long time. Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was so fun. Like there wasn't anything that was like a problem.
It was
or
just
anything.
silly fun.
It was just
It was
silly
pure
fun.
silly.
Yeah. It was just like Shane
Pure
and Matt
silly
laughing,
fun.
and us just like dancing. I did like a stripper pole thing,
Yeah.
which is so stupid. And yeah, it was just a good time. But it was like one of my favorite moments because everyone was just like, "What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why
Why?
is there just some random person on your phone all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden?" Anyway, all right. Well, so that's a podcast.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a podcast.
Wait, so we do want to know down in the comments below what your horniest video is and who your favorite Backstreet Boy is. Wow, we really nailed that.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we
also,
certainly
what's
did.
your favorite horny YouTube slime video? Let us know down in
Oh,
the comments.
please tag your favorite
I
horny
would
slime
love to know
videos.
people's favorite horny
That's very
slime
strange.
video.
Instead of all that, go to patreon.com/thevalleyfolk. If you want to help us out here, you get early podcasts, you get full
You
podcast
do.
videos, you get bloopers from our YouTube videos, you get a bunch of exclusive
do.
content, you get discounts on merch, you get a bunch of fun stuff, you get exclusive shows, and you help us make this happen, which makes you feel good in the heart place, and that spreads around the entire world. And thank you for all that you do.
Dude, you said you memorized all that and you were going to flub up, and you didn't flub it.
didn't.
Like,
No
you
flubs.
spent
That was the
hours
best
memorizing
one,
it.
yeah.
No
and
flubs.
it
I was
came
thinking
off.
of Jean-Claude Van Damme's Double Impact.
I bet you were.
Wow.
All right. Well, thank you
Thanks,
very
everybody.
much, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.